in the south, Morelia.
In the south, in Morelia. Okay. And how's the weather in Morelia today, Daniel?
It's sunny. We have 30 grades. 30 grades, correct?
30 degrees?
Degrees, okay.
Yeah, 30 degrees. Yeah, okay, it's 30 degrees today. Yeah, okay, that's pretty warm. Yeah, very good. Let me say hello to Trung. Trung, hi, how are you?
Yes, hi, teacher.
Hi, Trung. What's the temperature where you live in Vietnam?
The temperature in Vietnam now, I live in Ho Chi Minh City. In the morning, the temperature about 25 degrees.
25 degrees,
but
okay.
in the normal, in the days, about 30 or 30, from 30 to 35 degrees in the morning, in the days. Yes.
Very good. So it's going to get much warmer today. All right. Well, let me share my screen. Trung, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Great. Okay. So the title of this one is Australia Swelters in Record-Breaking Heat Wave. I'm going to play the audio, and then we can talk about the story. Okay, here we go.
To record highs and emergency fires. Tiny Marble Bar in Western Australia state bills itself as the nation's hottest town, with a peak of 49.3 degrees Celsius on Thursday, it added.
All right. So let me ask a question. We'll go with I'll start with Norma. Norma, what's the temperature in Marble Bar, Australia?
49.3 degrees.
Yeah, that's right. 49.3 degrees Celsius. Yeah, good. All right. I'm hearing myself, so if you can turn the microphone off when I'm speaking, that'll help. Very good. Let me ask Eduardo. Eduardo, what kinds of emergency services does Australia need to have during this time of year?
Firefightermen.
That's right, firefighters. Yeah.
Firefighter.
Good. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Now I've got a few words for that I want to ask about. So I'm going to ask you, what does this word mean? So we'll start with this word swelter. Let me ask Daniel. Daniel, what does swelter mean? Does this mean like feels very hot or feels very cold?
Hot.
Yeah. So if it swelters, it's very, very hot. Okay, excellent. Let me ask Eder. Eder, what does vast mean? Does it mean very big or very small?
Very big, large.
Very big. Yeah, very large. Yeah. So Australia is a big country. It's one whole continent as a country. Very good. Actually, I guess that's the answer, right? Continent. Maybe I can ask another student. Julio, what continent do you live in? Yeah, do you know this word continent? Australia is a continent. What continent do you live on?
I live on South America continent.
South America? Yeah, very good. Excellent.
Yes.
Great. All right, let's keep going. Kim, can I ask you about this word sizzling? Does sizzling mean very hot, like swelter? Kim?
Yeah, so sorry. I'm mistake. Sizzling is very hot.
Yeah, sizzling is very hot, but having very high temperatures. Excellent. Mm-hmm. And let me ask Norma, what is a heat wave? Is this like very hot weather?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So
Well,
it's just like a week or two when the weather is unusually and dangerously hot.
Oh, hot. Many hot.
Yes.
Heat.
Very hot. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. I'll ask one more question about vocabulary, and that is this word peak. Trung, what's a peak? Does this mean the highest temperature?
I think that because I don't know that, but teacher asking me teacher already to talk the meaning. I think that.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So something that's a peak, right? It's the highest point, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the weather, maybe the temperature won't go higher than 49.3. All right. Well, very good. So I think we can talk a little bit more about heat waves. Let me ask you about where you live. What is the hottest temperature of the year in your city? So in my case, maybe I'll have to look mine up in a moment, but I'd like you to tell me, what do you think is the highest temperature where you live? Let's begin with Daniel. Daniel, how about you? What is the hottest temperature where you live? Daniel, are you there? Okay. So I can I'll share my screen just to show you what I can find about my area. So I went to a website that tells me the average temperature per month. So the hottest temperature, these are all in Fahrenheit, unfortunately. So let me change to Celsius. So in the US, we use Fahrenheit mostly, but the lowest temperature that we get is 0.6. That's the average temperature, or -8 Celsius where I live. And then as far as highest degrees, let's see. Okay, average high temperature in July is only about 28.3. So I think you live in some hotter places than I do. So let's hear about where you live. We'll start with Eduardo. Eduardo, how about in Sinaloa? What is the highest temperature? Yeah.
The highest, I think, is 45 degrees, but the sensation is 50.
Whew, even hotter.
Yes,
Wow.
the sun is 50, the sensation.
Okay, very good. Let's hear from... Yeah, very difficult. What do you do, Eduardo? Do you stay inside with air conditioning, or do you...
Yeah.
In
this time, I'm at home.
Yes, yeah, very good. Julio, how about you? What's the highest temperature in Sao Paulo?
In São Paulo, 30 degrees.
30 degrees, okay.
Yes,
so,
30 degrees.
Yeah, that's reasonable, right? Not as bad as some other places. Okay, very good. Let's hear from Kim. In your city, Kim, what's the highest temperature?
I live Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. So the highest temperature is in there about 42 degrees, and
42
the loud the loud temperature in there is about 19.
19.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
No. 19
degrees. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a nice range. So it doesn't get too cold in Ho Chi Minh City. From Norma. Norma, how about in your city? What's the high temperature and what's the low in Ensenada?
I'm from Sonora.
Oh, you're in Sonora. Okay. I'm sorry, I thought you said Ensenada.
I'm living in Ensenada right now, but
I
I'm from
see.
Sonora.
Where are you from in Sonora? Hermosillo or
Guaymas.
Guaymas?
Close.
Okay,
Guaymas.
that's hot, right? That's a hot
Very
place.
hot.
Yeah.
Yes. So in Ensenada, it's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
Is in Ensenada is 30
degrees? That's all?
maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. And what's the lowest temperature in Ensenada?
In Ensenada?
Yeah. Does it get to like 5 degrees or 10?
5. I
5
think
degrees.
5.
Whew, that's cold for you, I'm sure. For me, it would be warmer than today. So, yeah.
I'm cold right now.
Yes. Trung, I think you're in the same city as Kim, right? Are you in Ho Chi Minh City?
Yes. I live in Ho Chi Minh City, but my wife live in the north in Hanoi.
Okay.
And
in Hanoi.
I tell you that something the temperature in Vietnam, because in Ho Chi Minh City we just have 2 seasons: it's the hot season and the rain season. But
hot or rainy?
yes, but in Hanoi, in the north, we have 4 seasons separately, and
separate seasons.
yes, and some season the hot is like more than 40 degree, and some when the coldest the weather in the north, the some like about 0. Yes, and it's so cold, and it depends on the lay. And in the past in Vietnam we don't have the snow, but recently we have snow. Yes.
Oh, really?
And because I think
in a mountain,
in the mountain and in the Sabah, in the near the China, and because I think because it did have the trend about temperature. Yes.
Wow. Okay. So this is you think climate change might be responsible for this?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Let's hear from Daniel. Daniel, how about in your city? What's the temperature range? What's the highest temperature? What's the lowest? Daniel, are you there? All right. Let's hear from Ader first. Ader, can you tell me about the temperature where you live? Like, what's the highest temperature and what's the lowest?
Yeah, right now it's summer for us here, and a month ago we faced 44 degrees Celsius.
Hot.
Yeah, it's too hot in the summer, but in the winter we got 3 degrees.
Oh, really?
Degrees. Yeah.
Wow. So that's a very big extreme temperature. Ader, what's your city?
Porto Alegre.
Oh, Porto Alegre. So this is the south of Brazil.
Yeah. Very close to the Argentina, Uruguay. Yeah.
So do you have 4 seasons?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. All right. Well, let's move on to another question. So let's talk about climate change for a moment. Do you think your area is affected by climate change? In what ways? So, for example, where I live, the winter is not as long as it used to be. We don't get as much snow as like, for example, my mother told me that when she was a girl, they had much more snow. But today we have a lot less snow. That's just an example. Let's hear from Eduardo. Eduardo, how about you? Do you think you're affected by climate change where you live?
I think yes. The weather change. I think it's more cold in winter, and in the time for the rain, it's only a little bit than the other years.
Okay, the rainy season.
Yes, the rainy season. It's only the change, I think, here in Sinaloa.
Okay. So you don't get very much rain at all now.
Yeah, the people
Yeah.
here going a lot, but they suffer about the water.
Yeah. So how do you get water in Sinaloa? What, like,
Yeah.
do you have to bring it in from other places, or?
I think yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Let's hear from Julio. Julio, how about you? Are you affected by climate change in Sao Paulo?
Yes. The pollution. Pollution.
Pollution. Oh, okay. So you've got a lot of air pollution as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think the temperature is higher than before, or lower, or about the same?
The temperature lower.
Mm-hmm.
Change.
Interesting.
Yes.
Huh. That's interesting.
In the
Okay.
yes. In the morning is very hot, and at the night raining.
Okay. Okay. So during the day it's very hot, but at night it's rainy.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Let's hear from Kim. Kim, how about you? Are you affected by climate change in Ho Chi Minh City?
It's in Ho Chi Minh City is so very hot, very hot, and it's in the night is so it's in the night it's cool.
Okay. It's not so cool at night.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
cool and
So very hot all the time.
yes, the rainy season. Either when the rainy season is so long, so long. Yeah.
So it's a very long, and you have a very long rainy season.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Let's hear from Norma. Norma, do you think maybe you can talk about Guaymas if you want, or if you want, you can talk about Ensenada. Do you think you're affected by climate change where you live?
Yes, every year is more is more hottest. Hottest in the city and Ensenada.
Is that your chicken?
Mine, no.
No. It's great. It's great. Well, let's hear from Trung. Trung, how about in the north of Vietnam? Maybe can you tell me a little more about the effects of climate change there?
Yes, I told you in Vietnam in the past we don't have snow, but now we have. I think it's the effect by climate change, and now I think the weather and have many problems, and sometimes in the past we have the weather like raining like a rotating. It's like this month we have rain and the other month don't have a rain. But now I think we don't know the time when it rains, and this come yes.
So it's like harder. It's harder to predict when it's going to rain now.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's move into a question I want to ask about staying cool. So how do you stay cool? So where I live right now, it's not hard to stay cool. Actually, for me, I have to stay warm. So you can see I'm wearing a sweater and a shirt, right? So I'm trying to stay warm. I also have here. I'll share my. This is a heater, right? So if I need it, I can turn it on. Let's see if I can do it, and it will warm up. But anyway, so I'm covered for that. But I'm sure for many of you, you have to worry about the hot weather. So let's hear about some ideas about staying cool or warm. Let's hear from you, Eder. How do you stay cool?
In the summer or?
Yeah, in the summer.
Yeah. Usually I use the shorts and t-shirts and yeah.
Okay, you wear shorts and t-shirts. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just dress, and do you drink a lot of water?
Yeah. All day.
All day long.
Very hot. Yeah.
Yeah. And beer. Okay, very good.
Yeah. Also
Excellent.
beer.
Of course, sure.
This helps.
It helps, and yeah, it's cold, right? Let's hear from Eduardo. Eduardo, how about for you? How do you stay cool?
All the time I use air conditioning. In this time I use it. In this time I use it. In all the house I have air conditioning because it's so warm here in Culiacan, and I drink a lot of water and use clothes, shorts, shirts, and make me feel better.
Now, do you have to wear long pants to go to work?
Yeah, for work, yes.
Yes, I see.
I need it, yes.
But after work, immediately you switch to shorts?
Yes, immediately. Yeah. At home, I pick up my clothes.
Yes, very good. Let's hear from Julia. Julia, how about you? How do you stay cool?
I usually shorts and shirt. When I sleep, no covered.
So you don't have a blanket at night?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Do you use air conditioning? Julia?
Oi?
Do you use air conditioning?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Very good. Let me check on Daniel. Daniel, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
No, thanks.
Daniel, how do you stay cool where you live?
All right. Well, I think the weather when change does not affect so much because the change is not so unusual. When it's very hot, I only wear a shirt and clothes. And I don't know, lightly clothes.
Light clothes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
That's it, yeah.
Do you do anything else, like drink water or maybe stay
in
the shade?
I love drink water.
Very good.
Water, yeah.
Great. Let's hear from Kim. Kim, how about you? How do you stay cool?
I think I drink.
I what? I drink?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kim. It cut out a moment. Can you say that one more time?
Wearing
Can you type it in the chat, Kim? Because I'm having trouble hearing you. I'm sorry. Let's hear from Norma. So Norma, I know right now you're feeling cold, right? So maybe I'll ask you, how do you stay warm, Norma?
How more later in my house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in school.
Oh, okay.
Right now, I don't have a sweater.
I see. So at home, you wear more layers.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, very good. Do you drink hot drinks, like tea or coffee?
No.
No.
I like coffee.
Okay.
I my chocolate is so.
Oh, hot chocolate. Okay, that's good. That's good. Excellent. All right, let me ask for Trung. Trung, how about you? How do you stay warm? Or sorry, cool. We'll go with cool. How do you stay cool where you live?
Yes, I think stay warm and stay cool. I already spent to Sweden, and with the stay cool, I think that the best way now everybody usually you stay in the room with the air conditioner. It's a good way, but I think we need to go outside, and with the cold we can stay with the under the tree. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. So
Yes.
stay out of the sun.
Yes.
And do you walk slowly or do you walk quickly?
Walk. I think if we want to taste cold, we walk slowly.
Walk slowly. Great.
Yes.
All right, we're out of time, so I want to just say hello. Thank you to everybody. So it was really nice to hear a weather report from all over the world, right? Mexico, Vietnam, Brazil. So it was really nice to hear so many different examples of weather. And then we talked about Western Australia and how hot it is there. But many of you live in places that are the same temperature or just about as hot. So stay cool where you are, or stay warm if you're in a cold place. Thanks very much. We'll see you later.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Stay